Hello, guys. Hello, and welcome to the day four action in the national trials there at the National Stadium. And if you're just joining us, you can see what just happened just now. It was the 400 meters women final won by won by Nikisha Price in 49.97, and she retained her national championship crown from last time. Really doing really well there in the home stretch. A season best and national record for her. So she's the national record holder in a sense. So really good run there. Hopefully finished strongly and came in second place, and Stacey and Williams also both credited with similar times, but it was a close finish. And those three will represent Jamaica in the 400 meters flat. So just let me take time here to welcome each and every one of you here with us. We're so happy to have you with us once again. Remember to keep it nice and cozy in the chat. We're going to be respectful to each and every one of us, and let us just make sure that we are hitting the like button, hitting the subscription button as we get on in, as we're going to look at the what will happen in the 400 meters males event. So as you can see on screen there, we have Bovell McPherson, Shamar Utter, Zadrian Barnes, Sean Daly, Rasheen McDonald, and everyone should know about Rasheen has always he's been around the national team for a little while now. Javon Powell, Delano Kennedy, and DeAndre Watkin rather. So those are the finalists there for the 400 meters. So just pay attention to the timer on screen there, and we'll just watch and see exactly how this one will pan out. Let me just extend warm greetings to each and everyone who is here with us. Continue to stick and stay here with us today. Remember, hit the like button, hit the subscription button as soon as you come on in, because that's how we will continue to grow. We want this platform to continue to grow. We think it's a good space, and if you think it's a good space somewhere where something that you'd want to see, continue to grow, then I'm just asking you to just do your little part in, helping us to continue to grow by hitting the like button, hitting the subscription button, and, inviting someone to stay here with us. I'm going to get into the chat soon, so you can drop your message in so I can give you a welcome. But really happy to have you guys here with us right now. We are really, really ecstatic to have you here. So as you can see, 400 meters, we're, they are on the track getting, the final preparation going and making sure the blocks are okay. And, the athletes, they're being introduced right now. So we're in good stead for this one. So yes, continue to stick and stay here with us. We're excited on this final day. Lots of finals today. Persons booking their spot there for Tokyo later on this year. So that's good. So let's see how this one will pan out here. Let me know who you are bringing in this race here. I am I'm going with McDonald's for this one. So good afternoon to you, Tech Gaming, and we appreciate you as well. So thank you for being here. If you're here, guys, as soon as you pop in, hit that like button, hit that subscription button, and drop a comment in the chat. Show us your support as best as possible. So this is what we're having here. So Yes, 400 meters final for men. You're just joining us here. We had the women 400 meters final. Price, um, Nikita Price, retains her 400 meters. We have DeAndre Oakley, who came in second, and Stacey and Williams, three representatives for the 400 meters. So, they're off, and let's see exactly what's happening with this one. 100 meters already there. Guys are heading down the backstretch. Let's see who will position themselves for this one. So, going to be a good one here. All right, here we come. So, oh boy. So this one is really dramatic. Welcome, Eco. It was Rasheen McDonald who was leading for most of the race. And in the last couple of meters, like about 10, 15 meters from going over the finish line, he he stopped and almost got passed on the line. And so, guys, we want these athletes to stop doing this kind of behavior. You go through and celebrate. Never try to celebrate too early. And he was just lucky, I think, just a little bit lucky this time that he wasn't caught on the line. If he had done that a meter earlier, I'm telling you, he would be in trouble. But separate and apart from that, he ran a good race. He came into the home stretch and he was powerful down that home stretch. Had a lead of about 2 meters or so. And at about 80 meters, he slowed down for a crawl. And I tell you, you will see when the times come up that he just about did enough to win that one. But I guess enough is okay. And it's Rasheen McDonald who takes this one in 44.89, just ahead of Delano Kennedy, 44.91. Javon Powell, 45.08, the third person who will make it over there to Tokyo. Zadrian Barnes, a commendable 45.22. Shamar out of 45.55. DeAndre Watkins in there as well with 45.82 and McPherson 45.91. So things are heating up there in the National Stadium as we've just seen the two finals of the 400 meters, males and female. And, we have seen this too many times. We we will see. Well, it's crazy. It's crazy that sometimes people, these athletes, they they get so close to the finish now, and then they slow down so much. So just a bit of correction here. It's going to be four for the 400 meters male because Antonio Watson, he is the reigning world champion. So he gets a bye there. So Jamaica will be lucky to have four in there. So along with Rashid McDonald, Delano Kennedy, and Javon Powell, we'll have Antonio Watson. So Jamaica has four in that one. So that's the benefit of winning, at the World Cup. You're guaranteed a spot in the next posting. So that's pretty good. So it's getting warm over there in the National Stadium. So guys, if you're here, let me know who is here with me. I know that Trent, Tech Gaming is here with me, and Eco. Who else is here with me? Drop a comment in the chat so I can recognize, kind of acknowledge you. We really appreciate you being here with us. Just keep me busy with the chat so that I can know what you're thinking. Let me know which athletes you are looking forward to seeing today. So it's it's going to be a good day here. Lots of finals. The final day, as you would know. So all the finals are coming up today, and let me know who you are looking forward to seeing in this one. So that's what we're having here. So thank you for being here with us. Thank you for maintaining our safe space. We pride ourselves on having a safe space for you to come and, just to enjoy some good track and field and other events as well. So that's what we pride ourselves on, and we really appreciate the fact that you guys come in and buy into our vision, and you are contributing and supporting our vision. So we have triple jump heading on going on the infield. But if you just joined us, you just missed the 400 meters final for men. Rashid McDonald, he took that one in 44.89 ahead of Delano Kennedy and Javon Powell. So those three will head out to Tokyo along with Antonio Watson, who has bye because he won the national he won the world championship the last time. So that's pretty good for him. And it allows somebody else from Jamaica to get an opportunity. Sometimes that's all we need, just an opportunity for us to do and to showcase our talent. So that's what will happen here. So that's what we're at right now. Earlier, we had the 400 meters women. Nikisha Price, she won it in 49.97 ahead of Oakley, who was credited with with a similar time to Stacey and Williams. A close call there for second and third place. They were credited with 50.08. So that's what happened in the 400 meters women race earlier on today. All right, check game is saying, don't go anywhere, check game in. We definitely want you here with us. We appreciate all your contribution and the fact that you respect what we are doing here, and we definitely respect you as well. Respect is mutual, so continue to stick and stay. As I said, you're not going anywhere. Not going away. Me there, me there. Yes. Thank you for being here with us. So, yes, guys, so it's going to be a good day. We have the 200 meters finals coming up a bit later, and we'll keep you posted with what will be coming up soon. So, we'll definitely give you that information. As I said just now, we just saw the 400 meters, and we had our athletes confirmed for both males and the females in the 400 meters. Looking forward to seeing Lavelle in the 200 meters. Let me know who you're looking forward to seeing later on in the day, as we have the athletes here trying out their best. So make sure once you're hearing my voice, make sure that you close the chat, hit that thumbs up button, turn your post, hit the subscription button, turn your post notification on, and let us continue to grow. Once we're here, guys, it means that we are having this bond. If you're liking what you're hearing, if you're liking the platform, the channel, please just give us a like and a subscription. It will help us to continue to grow. And also it shows that you appreciate the fact that we're here sharing this experience with you. We are sharing these memories as we watch our athletes, booking their ticket to Tokyo. We're watching the athletic team being formed for the Tokyo World Championship. So let's see how this one will go. So thank you for being here with this one. So we have the triple jump going on the infield, and let's see how this one is going. So we're going to be heading into the final of the 100 meters hurdles. So the 100 meters hurdles for women, and that's what we're going to have next. And this is going to be really, 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 really a good race here because when let's go to the list that is here. So we have Yannick Thompson, we have Janila Spencer, Daniel Williams. So Daniel Williams, she has a bye, but let's see if she'll come out for the final. She is making sure that she has, getting in as much practice as she can. So Daniel is in this one. Let's see. We have Danisha Roswell, Akira Nugent. She has been doing really, really well. And Megan Tapper. And I'll pause on Megan a little bit. Megan ran a stellar semifinal yesterday. And I tell you, she blew away the competition. And, when I watched her in that race, I was saying that she got the perfect start. It was as if she picked the start. And as soon as she got to the first hurdle, it was evident that, she left her competitors, behind and she never looked back. She looked really good. So Megan Tapper in good form there. And Erika Hill, another upcoming hurdler who was good, Amoy Brown. So a good field, I would say, for the 100 meters hurdle. So that's coming up soon. So that's what coming up soon for the seniors. So let me know who you're thinking as it relates to this one. Who are you bringing for this one? I need some persons to tell me who do you think will take this 100 meters hurdle. Welcome, Arville Sweeney. So Arville is saying, big up voices in education. Big up yourself, Arville. We're happy to have you here once again. Your presence here makes the space just that more wonderful. So continue to stick and stay with us. Tell us who you're looking forward to seeing on the track today, Arville. That would be nice. So we really appreciate all the persons who are here. We have Tech Gaming, we have Eco, we have Arvel. Who else is here? Let me know where you're tuned in from and let me know who you are looking forward to seeing or the event that you're looking forward to seeing. So let's see how this one pans out. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much for being here. So, yes, and Cheryl, how could I forget Cheryl? I didn't see Cheryl up the top there. Sorry, Cheryl, but we love having you here as well. But thank you so much for being here. I listed and I didn't remember, I didn't see your name at the top right there. You have been here long ago, but thank you for being here. We really appreciate you as well. So, yes, nice space we have here. And it's only as nice because you guys are here with us. So continue to stick and stay with us. We really appreciate having you here. Remember, guys, you're here. Help us to get up to, let's see how we're doing for the likes. So we're not on my end. I'm seeing that we're not up to 10 likes yet. So in the next 2 minutes, I'm going to check back to see if we can get that up to 10. So simple thing to do is to just close the chat, hit that thumbs up button, and you come back to the chat. Let me know if you have liked. So let's see if we can get it up to at least 10. So in 2 minutes time, I'm going to check back to see if we have at least past 10. So that's what we're doing. We're not quite ready for the track yet. So we can do these little things in the meantime. Show some support by just hitting the like button, hitting the subscription button, and make sure you turn your post notification on because there will be other events that are coming up that I'm sure you would want to, be a part of and want to share with us. So we will definitely try our best to cover the Diamond League stops that are coming up in the future. And we might just think about covering the US trials. So let me know in the chat if you think that's something that you'd be interested in. The US trials that's coming up later on in the year as well. Would you want us to have that moment where we share and look at the competition that the Jamaican team will be facing? Well, apart some of the competition that is so, US and Jamaica are rivals when it comes on to the events on the track. So let us see how that would pan out there. So let me know in the chat if that's something that you would be interested in. We really appreciate, well, I would really appreciate you sharing that information with me. But welcome, welcome everyone. We really appreciate having you here. You are the reason why we're here, and we want you to stick and stay with us. So continue to, hang in it with us, and we will definitely continue to strive together. So if you're just joining us, we had the 400 meters women running earlier. Nikisha Price taking that one in 49.97. We also saw the 400 men. We had McDonald taking that one. I'm not remembering the time off the top of my head right now, but he took that one. So luckily for us, we were saying earlier for the 400 meters men, we're going to have four athletes in the world championships because Antonio Watson he had the bye because of winning the event for the last time in the world championship. So that's good for him. So we're having the juniors get out in the 100 meters hurdles. So that's what's currently going on right now. So we're browsing and seeing exactly if we can pick up, any new talents that are coming through. So a few athletes are out there flexing their muscles. And I'm going to come back to the chat. And Cheryl is saying definitely interested in the US trial. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Cheryl. So we really, really want to say thank you for being in the chat and sharing. Thank you so much for, being engaged, for engaging us in a conversation here. So thank you guys for sticking and staying here with us. And we really appreciate having you. So yes, we'll continue to watch this one unravel. So remember, if you're here, you haven't hit the like button. Matter of fact, let me check and see how we're doing for likes. So from my end, I'm seeing that we have three likes. Let me know how many likes you're seeing from your end. Because we need to get this the likes up to 20, I would say. At least 20. If you're here, you're a new subscriber, let me know so that I can give you a warm Voices in Education welcome. We really appreciate you. If you have liked as well, let me know and I'll give you a warm welcome for that as well. If you are here and you're just hanging about here, you're not saying anything, you're not commenting, that's fine. We really appreciate you being here. And feel free to come into the chat. Feel free to subscribe and join us here. We're accepting new members here into our awesome team because we definitely would love to have you here with us. So continue to support us silently and consider becoming an active supporter here. But we're happy that you're here and you're finding something here that you like. So you could make that official by just sticking and staying with us. So we're awaiting the senior finals for the 100 meters hurdles, and we have the team there on screen. We have the lineup on screen. So it's going to be Yannick Thompson from Sprinters Track Club. We have Janelia Spencer from the Ohio State University. We have Chimara Williams, Elite Performance Track Club. Demetria Roswell, unattached. We have we have Akira Nugent, Adidas. We have Megan Tapper, Karika Hill, and we have Amoy Brown. So I think I said Daniel earlier. So it's not Daniel, it's another William. So maybe Daniel not turning up for the final here. So we'll see what happens here. So forgive me for that. So we I think this one. Let me know who you think will take this one. A matter of fact, I am a little bit I'm a little bit shared in terms of who I'm going to support in this one. I'm thinking it's going to be between Akira Nugent and Megan Tapper. But my gut feeling is telling me to go Tapper one and Nugent two. So that's how I'm going to call that one. Not sure who else will come from this one. And maybe I'll just go with Karika. I'm going to go with Karika. All right. So that's what. So for my guess for this one is that it's going to be Tapwa, and then we're going to have Nugent, and after that, I'm going to go with Teresa Hill. So those are the three there. So another one of these events where we could have an extra athlete heading in because Daniel won this the last time. I'm coming over to the chat right now. So Eco is saying what time is the final? Get up for you soon, Eco. And we'll definitely give you that information. But we have the youngsters, the juniors doing their 100-meter service. So it's in a few minutes from now. So 5 minutes away from now. So yep. So we yes. You're most welcome, Eco. So let me know, Eco, who do you think will take this one? We have the likes of Papa Nugent, Hill, Thompson, Spencer, Roswell, Brown. You let me know on who you're taking for this one. Let us see, 5 minutes away from that one. Jamaica continues to do well in the track and field here on the global stage. And we're seeing some new athletes coming through, which is always good for sustenance. So we love that very much. But thank you guys for sticking and staying. No one told me how many likes they're seeing from their sides. So the chat tell me how many. I'm still seeing three here, and I'm hoping that I am not getting the right number here. I'm hoping that it's way more than that. If we have any new subscribers, let me know in the chat as well. We really, really love having new subscribers. I would want to give you a warm welcome. So let us know. So we have seen the 400 meters finals for males and females, and we are looking forward to. So we're looking forward to see what will happen in the 100 meters hurdles. Vanessa Lewis, welcome. I'm not sure what that 15 represents, so could you just give me some more context on that one, please? But we welcome you here. Thank you for being a part of our platform. We really appreciate having you here. So, oh, 15 lakhs, my bad. Thank you so much, Vanessa. I asked, but I didn't know. So 15 lakhs, thank you. I was wondering what that was for. So, Eco is saying that she's going with Akira or Megan. Choose one, Eco, man. Choose one. Choose one. And you need to add a third person to that one. So we're going with top three here. So my top three is Tapa, Nugent, and Hill. I know you have Akira or Megan. Is it that it is Akira first, Megan second? Tell me who you're going to come in third. You know, come in, you're going to take for turn. Just make a guess, I would say, if you're not sure. Because, sometimes your gut feeling will give you that correct answer for that one. But thank you guys so much for sharing. Thank you, Vanessa, for providing the likes. Guys, let us get this likes up over to 5 persons who are here. You haven't liked yet. Close the chat, hit the like button, and let us get over 20. There are more than 20 of us here. So we definitely want you to be, liking once you're being here. So we're moments away from the We're moments away from the 100 meters hurdles final. The athletes, they're coming out, they're getting themselves all loose and they're making sure the blocks, it, it is all set and ready. We know how the hurdles race are. You want everything to be aligned and attuned. You want to ensure that all right, you want to make sure that everything is in place. So that's pretty great there. So yes, thank you guys so much. All right, thank you. So I'm coming back over to the chat. Eco saying he cannot. All right, no worries. Vanessa says up to 17, so three away from the 20. Let's continue to get the likes going and the subscriptions. Cheryl is saying Nugent, Daniel, and Papa. All right. So thank you guys so much for sharing. So we're gonna see exactly what's happening with this one, but the athletes they are getting themselves ready. So we are up and running. So yep. So this is what. So yes, we okay. Ito saying he's going for Karika for third. All right, great. Thank you so much, Iko. And so let's see what happens. So as is mentioned in the chat here, Daniel won't be running the final, and Shimira Williams comes in. So that's what comes in. So the Williams fooled me as well. So it's not Daniel, but it's Shimira. So you Cheryl, you might have to change Daniel from out of your prediction here as the athlete here being introduced. So we're moments away from this one. Make sure that you're looking on screen and you can see the movement in terms of the time, and the results will populate, after as well. So let's see what's happening here. Just let me know who you can. So the athletes, they're on screen there. So let's go through a little bit of what I have. So I said Tapa, Nugent, Hill. Eco said it's between Nugent, Tapa, and Kirika will go for third. So let's see how this one will pan out. But I can. So, okay. So Nugent, Tapa, Kirika. All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's see how this one pans out. But I tell you guys, Tapa ran a semi-final yesterday. If she gets that kind of start and execute that kind of race today, it's going to be really, really interesting. So let's see how this one goes. But that's what we're going to do for this one. We're just exercising our knowledge here a little bit and our gut feeling. So continue to stick and stay with us. Make sure that if you're here, you will hit the like button, you hit the subscription button, and you continue to hit us up in the chat. So the athletes, they're getting ready for this one. Make sure you're watching the screen there to see exactly how things are going. Let's see how this one is really, really interesting. I tell you, the time is going on screen there. Let's see how this one is going to pan out. Oh, oh. I tell you, so this one, look at screen there. Look at the screen there. I tell you, this one is amazing. I tell you, Megan Tapper had a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant semifinal. And if she, I knew if she executed anywhere close to that, she would be definitely putting in some, get them some, into some trouble there. But a brilliant run here from Megan Tapper. She looked wonderful in the semifinal and she did not disappoint. So it's Megan Tapper from the Elite Performance Track Club taking this one in 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 12:34, and we had Akira Nugent 12:41 coming in there, and Amal Brown coming in 12:67, and Karika Hill 12:69. So those four athletes all running um, championship qualifying time, which is good, but it's going to be the top three along with Williams, Daniel Williams, that will go through. But a brilliant run from Kappa, and she didn't have the best season, last time, but she came through and she delivered. Really good run there, really, really good run, and we appreciate, all that she did. Rodney, so Alkush is saying, I told you yesterday, let's go Tapa. All right. All right, guys, I hear you in the chat. We welcome Alkush Rodney. We really appreciate having you here with us. Eco is saying Megan will always be there. Thank you guys for hitting us up in the chat. Yes, so Megan Tapa, a bullet start, and she really executed well throughout the race, and that's what you want to do, running right through. She did really, really well. And Kira Nugent has been doing well, throughout. Kira Nugent has been doing really well throughout, but it is it is Megan Tapa that has put in a good performance here and will definitely be there in Tokyo. And, it meant a lot to her. It meant a lot to her, really meant a lot to her. And she showed her emotions. She was really proud of what she did. But if Megan continues to run as we saw her there in the semifinal and in the final, she's going to be a force to be reckoned with. So, so Amoy Brown here doing really, really well, 1267, and we have so really doing well here, really doing well, and we continue to encourage the athletes. So when you have the disappointing moments, you still have to just pick yourself up and go again. So that was a electric final there. Electric final. Megan Kappa doing really, really well. And, that's how it goes with the hurdles. But that's what that means. Megan Kappa, who did really, really well. And let me just remind you, as watching the medication, it's Daniel didn't run. It was somebody else, Chimera, who ran. So that's what happened here. So next on track, we're going to have the 110 meters hurdles. So that's what's next on track. So we want to just go into that soon. So just a little bit of information, a national record for Megan Papa in that run there. So she is definitely doing really, really well here. So thank you guys. So coming back to the chat, Tech Gaming is saying that it's I guess New York little darling mega top. All right, cool. All right. Thank you, Tech Gaming, for bigging up Mega Topper here. Really appreciate you. But so Megan is doing really well, and Caitlin is saying congratulations to her. Beautiful run race. And Eco is saying Broadbell Mason Bennett for this one. Broadbell Mason Bennett. All right. So I'm not. I'm going to go with for this one. I'm going to go with Broadbell, Parchment, and then Bennett. So Broadbell, Parchment, Bennett. That's what I will go for this one. So Broadbell, Parchment, and Bennett. So thank you guys for being here with us. We definitely love having you here. If you are here and you forgot to hit that subscription button, now is a good time to just close the chat, hit that thumbs up button, and turn your hit the subscription button as well, turn your post notification on, and let us continue to enjoy what is happening here in the National Stadium. So beautiful run there from Megan Kappa. He did really, really well as the men there getting their gears, getting their stuff together as we're waiting the 110 meters hurdle. So that was a beautiful run there. So we're going to go through the list for the we're going to go through the list for the 110 meters hurdles. So the 10 meters hurdles, that's what's coming up next. We're going to go through the list for those for that one. So I'll go through that in just a moment. But for the persons who are just joining, let me go back over here. Let me welcome Gail. Welcome, Gail. We are happy to have you. So, Gail is tuning in from USA. We really appreciate having you here, Gail. Gail is someone that is always here with us, and we definitely love having her with us as well. And Tech Gaming is saying that, boy, I just love to see how Broadbell run. Okay, cool. I hope he comes out and executes well today and we can celebrate with him later. Thank you so much, Tech Gaming, for, highlighting your favorite. And Nadine is here as well. Welcome, Nadine. We really happy to have you here with us. You're just here in time for the 110 meters hurdles, and we're going to go to that list here. So we have LaFrance Campbell, Jerome Campbell, Rashid Broadbell, Orlando Bennett. We have Tyler Mason, Demario Prince, Hansel Parchment, and Jaheim Stern. So that's our field here for this one. Let me know who you are going to go with for the 110 hurdles. Gail is saying 110 hurdles, you go with Parchment, Broadbell, and Mason. So thank you so much for your prediction, Gail. Really, really happy that you're here and you're, interacting with us. Nadine, you missed a bit of it, Nadine, but we'll go through a little bit so that you get a little synopsis of what has happened so far. So for we had the 400 meters flat for females. I'll just share a little bit on that. So Nikisha Price won that one, and we had Oakley and Stacey and Williams going through as well on that one. So those persons, will definitely get in there. And I can tell you that McDonald retained his national title in the 400 men. We'll definitely give you some information on that a little bit later. We can tell you too that Miss Tapper, Megan Tapper, just ran a personal best of 12:34 in the 100 meters hurdles to win ahead of Akira Nugent and Amoy Brown. So that's what happened so far, and we're now awaiting the 110 meters hurdles. So we are having the athletes, they're being introduced, and we're going to have that one. So Nadine is saying that Broadbell, Parchment, and Mason. So, yes. So we're going to watch on screen to see when the time goes and the results will populate and we'll see exactly how things go for this one. So thank you for sticking and staying here with us. And for once you're here, make sure that you hit the like button, hit the subscription button, turn your post notification on so we can continue to go through this one. It's another exciting evening here in the National Stadium. So a nice field, a proper field here Can the veterans continue to dominate the 110 meters hurdles? So that's what's going to be, Broadwell and Parkman, they have been there, done that, on numerous occasions. Can they continue, or we're going to see the younger and newer persons who are coming forward, the youngsters coming through and, stating their dominance. So that's going to be interesting to see. So, all right. So going back to the chat a little bit here, and Gail is saying that Nikisha Price is one of those strong women in the 400 meters, and she was not surprised. Okay, Gail. Awesome, awesome, awesome there. So we continue to watch things unravel here. Let me know in the chat what you're looking forward to seeing the most today, which event and which athlete you're looking forward to seeing this today. All right. So, yep. Right. So we're here and we're going to see how this one continue to pan out. So thank you guys for keeping this space nice and safe. We really love having you guys here with us. It gives us an absolute pleasure to provide you with these updates, especially when we have, you guys here with us. So thank you for being here. We are going to continue until the last event. So we're going to try our best to make sure that we are able to stay with this one. So still looking out for a few persons to share who they think will take this one. Let's see. Mindset is say, Mindset is saying good evening, and he's saying that he's looking forward to see Broadbell running a fantastic time. All right. So yes, welcome Mindset, and we'll definitely want Broadbell to come out and do well. We are moments away from that one. So you'll definitely see him in the near future here. So thank you guys so much for sticking and staying with us. We salute you for sticking and standing with us here on Voices in Education. We definitely love having you guys here with us. And you guys give us the motivation and the drive to continue to come out and to provide you guys with the necessary updates that we can. So, we definitely feel, honored to have you guys here with us. And long may this union be. So we continue to do this together as we continue to collaborate and interact as it relates to track and field and other events. So we do schoolboy football when it's that season as well. We also cover a little bit of politics. We know that a national election is looming here in Jamaica. So that's what is coming up, and we'll definitely try our best to give some coverage of that as well. As that is also important to us. So, yeah, so we do that. We do cricket on a very small scale, and sometimes, but we tried our best to keep current with what is happening. But track and field is one of our mainstays, and we definitely like to see what is happening with our athletes. So that's where we're at right now. We definitely want stick and stay here with us. So welcome each and everyone who is here. If you're a new subscriber, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe and let us know. Man. Drop a comment in the chat. We love to welcome the new members to our family. If you're here, you haven't hit the like button, close the chat, hit the like button, and let me know in the chat. And if you haven't stated your prediction for this race yet, you can also drop that in the chat so we can discuss it. But it's a good feel for the 110 meters hurdle, and we are looking forward to feel as though athletes going out there and doing well. But you know what I realized? Lots of persons are looking out for Rashid Broadbell. What time do you think he is going to run today? Anyone want to predict the time? Or somebody saying that they foreseen a fast time from him? Do you see him running a sub 12 this time? Let me know in the chat what you think will happen. So coming back over to the chat rather, are really saying that all three men need to hit the world qualifying time of 44:85. All right. Thank you for sharing there. We really appreciate you. So still awaiting that 110 meters hurdles. As you can see on screen there, if you're not sure who will be in this one, we have LaFrance Campbell, Jerome Campbell, Rashid Broadbell. So let's go back to LaFrance Campbell from TRS. We have Jerome Campbell, who's unattached. We have Rashid Broadbell from the big MVP Track and Field Club. We have Orlando Bennett from Racers Track and Field Club. Excuse me. Tyler from Mason from the Elite Performance Track Club, and Demario Prince from Baylor University, Hanson Martin from the University of West Indies, and Jaheim Stern from Louisiana State University. Yep, so that's what we have in here. I'm coming over to the chat soon to see exactly what we are going on with over there. But thank you guys for being here, for sticking and staying here with us. We really appreciate having you here. Yes, so coming over to the chat in a moment as the junior athletes there on the track, male athletes, they are doing the 110 meters hurdles. And I guess they are the future as it relates to this event. So coming back to the chat, Gail is saying Broadwell won the 110 hurdles in the Diamond League competition, so she's going to predict a close time. Okay, all right. And we have Tech Gaming saying that she wants them to run a fast time, and and Tech Gaming is praying for them. So thank you so much. And Gail is also sharing that Baylor University has great 110 meters hurdlers. So great in the chat there. Thank you for sticking and staying here. So continue, guys, to hit us up in the chat. If you're just joining us, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscription button, and let us know what you're thinking in the chat. All right, guys, we're still here with you. Just checking in some information coming in just now that Broadbill won't be facing the startup, and we'll give you some more information on that coming up soon. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of information to share with you in that regard. So we will definitely get that to you as soon as possible. So let's see. And Orville say Nugent, Tupper, and Hill. So let's see what's happening here. So continue to stick and stay here with us, guys. We really appreciate having you here. We really, we're really happy to have you here, and we're hoping that all is well. So apparently something is happening with him. So he's going to be applying for a medical exemption or something. So our hearts and prayers go out for Rashid Broadbell. Hopefully, he will get everything aligned in time for the World Championship. As a matter of fact, before that, so he can get him some adequate practice. So we continue to support a Broadbell. Hopefully, as I said, things come in soon. So I'm seeing Gail having an updated one here. So Gail is saying Campbell Parchment Mason. So that's what that's what Gail has here. I will have to adjust my prediction as well. I am going to go Parchment since you had Broadwell for the first place. So I'm going to go Parchment, Bennett, and then I'm going to go Mason. So that's my three from this one. Let me know in the chat what you're thinking. And let's see what we're doing for likes. No, my device isn't showing what the likes is like. So let's see. So last time Vanessa told we were at 17 likes. How many likes are we at now? We want to get the likes up to about 50. Let's see if we can get that up to 50. If you're here, you haven't hit the like button, haven't hit the subscription button yet, we're asking you to close the chat, hit that button, hit that like button, and turn your post notification on as well. We appreciate having each and every one of you here. Drop a comment in the chat so we know what you're thinking. And you can drop your predictions in the chat as well. So Eco is saying it's going to be Mason Bennett and Prince. All right, thank you, Eco. And Vanessa is keeping us up to date with the likes. It's 27, so 23 more likes to get to 50. Thank you so much, Vanessa, for keeping us up to date on that side. We really appreciate you. And the little thing that you do here, makes this space a little bit more comfortable for us and each and everyone that is here. So thank you, Vanessa. Thank you for all the persons who are in the chat and giving their prediction as well and sharing the information, voices in education, sharing some good information there as well. So, yep, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to stick and stay, and we're just going to make this a wonderful time here that we're spending together. So 27 likes, 23 persons who haven't hit the like button yet. We're asking you to hit the like button. Let us get it up to 50. Let us get it up to 50. So that's what we're gonna look forward to doing here. So as I said before, we are wishing Broadville all the best. So I'll just give you a little brief run through of what happened before. Just very Minga, so we had Nikisha Price winning the 400 meters, McDonald winning the 400 meters for males, and then we had Kappa doing really well in the 100 meters hurdles, and Kappa winning that one, followed by Nugent and Amoy Brown. So Danielle didn't turn up for the final, understandably so. She has a bye for the event, so probably making way for another athlete to get some experience there. So that's pretty much what we have had so far, but we're definitely looking forward to 110 meters hurdles that will be coming up shortly. So as you can see on screen, we have the athletes that are going to be there, except for Broadbell, who we just understand won't be facing the starters. So all except Broadbell are there. So that's what we have. So let's see what's happening here. So we're gonna have that one soon. We're gonna have that one coming up soon. So So that's what we're going to have coming up soon. So let's see exactly what is happening here. So we're looking forward to seeing who will run through and take this one. The hurdle is not an easy race because the obstacles are there. So the guys are up and out on the track there. They're being introduced. And we're going to see how this one pans out pretty, pretty soon. So focus on the screen and let me know exactly. You'll see the time going, and we'll see how this one will finish. Last moment for you to make your prediction with this one. So let's see how this one pans out here. So it's off.
All right, guys. So as you can see there, the times are on screen. So Orlando Bennett taking this one in 1310, and Demaria Prince 1312, Tyler Mason 1322, and all the top three there with the World Championships qualifying time. So just to let you know that. And it's right back over to you, Avi.
All right. So it's Orlando Bennett taking that one and a good run for him there. So a brilliant run by him. So the times are being populated there on screen. So let's see what happens here. So we are going to see. Let's see what's happening with. So we have Orlando Bennett taking it in 13-10. Demario Prince coming in second place. So good run there. Tyler Mason coming in the third position there, 13-22. And Jaheim Stern coming in the fourth position, 13-29. And it's Jerome Campbell, 13-38, who comes in the fifth position. Hansel Parcher in 13-39, sixth. And we have Campbell, France Campbell, 13-49. And Rasheen, he did not face the starters. So yes, that's what we have here. So it is Bennett that is number one here, followed by Prince in 12, 13, 12. And then we had Mason, Tyler Mason, and he came in the third position which is 13:22. So that's what we have here for this one.
All right, so if I could
So
just pop in here a little bit of it just to share some updates with you guys in the chat. So given that Rashid Broadbell has applied for a medical exemption, right, it could be that Tyler Mason likely, it's more likely than not that Tyler Mason is going to be out. All right, so Tyler Mason is perhaps not going to go to Tokyo because based on, where Broadbell is at this point, he's going to get a better time than 13:22. And I feel that was tactical and a good call, given perhaps how he was feeling, maybe mentally, physically. And it takes the pressure off the athlete because now he has the time to go in Europe, wherever, to just run a one race, book that time and in. And I am wondering if Ansel Parchment missed that trick of it, or perhaps, he knew that he was just not to that level. So, I am not going to play that card kind of thing. But just for you to know that it's more likely than not that, we won't see Tyler Mason there unless something, really, really bad happens to Broadbell. So just to give you that update of it. Back over to you.
all right, so thank you for that information there. Really insightful information. So, Broadbell doing the right thing if he's not feeling well and he has the time already. So, I don't fault him in that regard. Unfortunate for Parchment, one who has represented us well, he finished down the track and, I guess he's going to miss out this time. But that's how it is in track and field. As we go back into the chat, so going back into the chat, and we see mindsets. They don't rule out party. I guess that's before it. The race went in, and because they got the order wrong. And we're not worried about the order. Because you're fucking out some good athletes, and that's great, great there. And
All right, so I'm just going to pop right back in here, Ovi. So guys, as you can see on screen there, I just want to share some updates in the context of the men's 400 meters. So this one is really one that we'll have to watch, as the season or the time unfolds just before the World Championship. So although we have, the top three athletes here, none of them has the world championship, qualifying time, and that is important. All right, so just to let you know, so Rasheen does not have it, Delana does not have it, Javon does not have it. And so the only person here on the list who have had that qualifying time is Bovell. All right, so Bovell is in the race in the number 7 spot. So if it is that no one else gets this qualifying time, and again, we're assuming that these athletes, they're going to go to Europe, so they come, they show up for the trials, they run because they have to be here, they run, get a position, and then try to go and make that qualifying time. So that is definitely important. I mean, if it comes now, it comes, but no pressure, we can still go and make that time. So right now, really, it's really just Antonio Watson and perhaps Bovell, depending on how things unfold. All right, so on that note as well, I just want to let you know that there are two ways to make it into the World Championships, right? And one is by hitting that automatic qualifying standard. All right. And each event, they have, their specific standard, and also by world ranking. All right. So if you don't meet the qualifying mark, then as the athlete, you must be ranked high enough to fall within the quota, and the quota will vary for each event. All right, so let's say, for example, and this is just me just throwing an example out there, for the 400 they have 40 athletes, then you'll have to rank within that. 200 might have 48, so it all depends. All right. And so that is definitely important as well. Just for you guys to know that. So just in the event you see different athletes and you're like, how come, Rasheen is not there or Delano is not there, or Kevon is not there. And how is it that Bovell is there running in the 400 when he was placed in the number 7 spot? And so this is the reason. All right. So at this point, Rasheen, Delano, Javon, they will go seeking that World Championships qualifying time. All right, so just to provide you guys with some context there, and I hope that this information definitely helps you in understanding a little bit more about track and field. And that is what we try to do. We try to break it down as best as possible so that we here can understand what is happening and also so that we can learn from each other. So if you have anything that you'd like to share, please go ahead and put that in the chat. We would love to hear from you. All right, so I know we're all waiting for the 200 meters, and I'm just going to give you the times. So the women's final comes up at about 8:05 Jamaica time, I believe. And the men's, all right, final at about 8:15 Jamaica time. So, Ovi, I am going to throw this back to you. And perhaps what I'll do, Ovi, I'll just put up the 200 listing here so that you can see the lanes. And once you're done with the women, I'll then move to the men. Or you just let me know what you want to see, and I'll make that work on my end. Back over to you.
All right, thank you so much for, that information right there. And, I think somebody mentioned earlier in the chat that, the same things, the information is consistent. They're saying that none of the athletes there, and it was Orville who mentioned it, that the 400 meters athletes didn't run the qualifying time, and that's pretty much what happened. The same thing that you're sharing right here, which is good. So we are definitely having good information here on this platform. So great to see. So yeah, the 400 meters not done and settled yet, and it's quite unique though, and this is what makes the sport such an awesome one. So the person who won McDonald, if he doesn't drop that time, he's the national champion, but he could not it's a possibility that he might not get into the World Championship. So that's kind of, it's a little strange, but that's how it is. So but I'm looking at the time, and based on what, he's not so far away, McDonald. Neither is Kennedy from achieving the Olympic, sorry, not the Olympic, the World Championship time. So they'll have to find a way to get that sorted out, and they would be good. So it's currently Antonio Watson and Bovell McPherson who are, sitting pretty so far. So Antonio is definitely comfortable, and Antonio is definitely comfortable, and Bovell will be watching and seeing what is going on with those guys. So I guess based on the information that you shared, voices, as long as one those athletes who placed in the top three runs this time, then they would get preference over both in terms of getting into the World Championship. So yes, the qualifying time is 44:85. So McDonald ran 44:89, so not so far off. And we have, Kennedy, Delone Kennedy, he ran 45:91. So it's it's not so far off, but I guess they have a little work to do. I'm going to go back to the chat. So let me go back to the chat a little bit. Let's go back to the chat a little bit. So Gail was saying Parchment is an Olympic champion, and he came in third place in the Diamond League competition. Maybe he's injured, or maybe something is off for sure. Parchment is normally someone who comes out and hit the track and hit it running. So hopefully he'll be able to get his season back on track, even though he'll miss out on the world champs this time. And Nadine is saying the qualifying time, and that is on screen there now, 44:85. And Gail is saying, okay, so the time for Bennett, yes. So, yes, thank you so much. Eco. So the winning time for Bennett is 13:10, as Eco have it right here. So Gail, it's all covered. Thank you guys so much. We have all the information coming through in the chat, and that's really, really good. So, yep, we're good for that one. And we're going to turn our attention over to the 200 meters. So we're going to head on over to the 200 meters and we'll see how things are lining up there. And the mindset is saying that, Parkman finishing down the track is, really surprised him. It was a surprise for me as well, mindset. But, that's how it goes in a track and field. If you're off your game in one of the, one in any moment in time, then this is a possibility. And that's what happened here. But knowing the type of athlete that Parchment is, he's going to come back. He's going to find it, and he will be coming back. So, though I won't be surprised if I see some good performances coming from him in the near future. All right, so we're going to go over to the 200 meters now, and we're going to talk about the field that we have for the 200 meters. So, we'll definitely look on that. I'll go to the chat for a little bit. Eco is saying if he wasn't fit, he should not show up. Well, I understand. So it's it's a tough one because if we reflect on the 100 meters with Seville, he didn't look 100% fit. He turned up, he tried, and it worked. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So that's how it is. But we'll see how things pan out as the season goes on. So we're back to the 200 meters now. So let's just have a discussion on the 200 meters. So we have Shania Douglas, who's unattached. We have Brianna Bree Williams, John Smith Athletics. We have Nisha Berger, who's with Adidas. Gabrielle Matthews, University of Florida. We have Ranisha McGregor, University of West Indies. Ashanti Moore, Sprint Tech Club. We have Kemba Nelson from the Elite Track Club and Jordan Williams rather from Sprint Tech Track Club. So that's the lineup there. No Sharika Jackson, who has the a buy for this event, so not turning out for this event. So let's go into this one. Who are you taking from this one? We have the veterans who are there, the likes of Brianna and Kemba. Ashanti is there as well. Ronisha, who's going to take this one? I'm looking through here and I'm coming to the chat to see what is happening. So Gail has posted, so she said, Moore is going to take this. Ashanti Moore is ahead of Gabriel Matthews, and then McGregor comes in for third. place there. And Eco is saying more cannot place anyone else. I'm not sure exactly what you're saying there, Eco. But let me look on this one. So Shania Douglas has been doing really well. Brianna Williams, uh, not seen much 200 from Brianna, but Brianna, I'm not sure if Brianna has had the opportunity to get her, to execute her best race yet. I was, always a fan of, and always is a fan of Brianna, but I'm not sure you had the opportunity to get to her best out there. So hopefully this is a time when she will do well in this one. Nisha Berger, good athlete as well, and Renisha McGregor, Gabriel Matthews, good athletes. Ashanti Moore has been there, and we have Kemba Nelson who has been there as well. So I'm a little bit. Let me see how I would go with this one. So for me, I'm going to go McGregor first for this one. McGregor first for this one for me. McGregor, and then I'm going to go Nelson. Nelson, and then I'll go more for third place. So that's my three for this one. So I'm going McGregor, Nelson, and then more for the 200 meters women. So that's my prediction here. And let's see how this one pans out. You guys have been doing really well in the chat, so I'll see exactly how things are going on that fourth front for me. So we have Gail giving Gail giving the position. He said more Matthew and McGregor. So remember, please feel free to drop your prediction in the chat. Guys, if you're new here, if you're just joining us, please hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and help us to continue to grow. A few things that has happened throughout this evening, and we'll definitely fill you in on some information as time goes by. But currently, we're discussing the 200 meters. I would love you to share who you think will take this one and let me know in the chat. So tell me who you think will take this one. So a few things we're going to discuss a little bit around the 200 meters. And we know that Sharika Jackson isn't here. And voices, yesterday we had the discussion about um, Sharika doing both events. What is your take on it? If she should do the 100 and or the do the 100 meters and the 200 at the World Championship event later on this year. So she has decided that she's going to be doing both events. So the discussion was quite timely that we had, and she decided that she's going to do both events. So yes, that's what it is going to. That's what's going to happen there for Miss Sharika Jackson. So she's going to take on both events there. So, yes, looking forward to having your comments dropped in the chat as it relates to, who you're supporting for this one. So, if you just joined us now, we are awaiting the 200 meters finals for women. That is going to come up at the top of the hour. So, stick and stay here with us as we will have a few more discussions as it relates to, what has happened so far and we were predicting what will happen in the 200 meters race. I'm going back over to the chat. So Eco is saying, hope someone will go sub 22. All right, let's see what will happen there, Eco. Hopefully your wish will come true in this 200 saying Ashanti more, Ashanti more for the win there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you guys so much for sharing in the chat. All right, guys, we're still here and waiting for the 200 meters finals. Looking forward to your predictions in the chat. We really appreciate the interaction that we have going on here. We also appreciate all the persons who are here who took the time out to close the chat, hit that thumbs up button, and hit the subscription button. We really appreciate you being a part of this platform. So we're really happy that you're sticking and staying here with us. You know, we really appreciate you. So we're going to continue to see how this unravels as we have the 200 meters coming up at top of the hour for the females. And then we're going to have the males a few minutes after that. So we want to see exactly how that will pan out, and we are taking predictions in that regard. And let's see how far we are in terms of the likes now. We should be up to 50 likes. And let me see how that is coming on. So, guys, if you haven't liked yet, and I'm sure Vanessa will let us know in a moment if we have gotten up to 50 likes. So, please hit the like button and let us continue to grow. We really appreciate having you here with us. So we're going to see how that one pans out, but we definitely appreciate your support. Continue to support us here as we want our channel to continue to grow. And we love the interactions that we're having with you. And Vanessa is letting us know that we're up to 34 likes. So, guys, let's get it up to 50 likes here. 16 persons who is here who has not hit the like button yet, go over, close the chat, hit the like button so that we can continue to grow. Show us how much you support us and you appreciate having us here with you. We'd really appreciate that if you could just hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and we continue to grow stronger together. So we're gonna have the 200 meters for females at the top of the hour. So that's when we'll have that at the top of the hour. So at it's going to be in another 20 minutes or so, just over 20 minutes. So that's when we will have that one. So stick and stay here with us. And Ayush Al Kushtar is saying Ashanti Moore for the win. Brianna must come in the top three, the last chance. Okay, all right. So he's saying that it's Ashanti and Brianna. So Alkush, you need to give us one more athlete that you think will finish in the top three. Would really appreciate that as well. So thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. So we really appreciate that. So we're gonna go back for a little bit. So we're gonna give you some information. So just before I go, I see a message popping in the chat here from Gail. Gail is saying, Lovell, Taylor, and Campbell, and I guess she's talking about the males. So that's what's on screen. So we could do that as well, as we have the males on screen for the 200 meters. That's coming up at about 8:15. So you could get your predictions in for the males as well. So I'm going to work on mine for this one. So I'll definitely go with Brian Level for the number one spot for this one. Christopher Taylor looks good, and I am thinking that he will come in. So I'm going Taylor for number two for the males, and I'm going to go Tracy, Taekwondo Tracy, for the number three spot. So Tracy for the number three spot. So that's what I would have for the male. So the male list is on screen here. So let's go through. So we have Chev Chavoy Reed, who's unattached. We have Michael Campbell from the MVP. We have Taekwondo Tracy from Swept. And we have Ordained Crooks from New Era Track Club, Ryan Lavelle from Optimum, and we have Christopher Taylor from Titans Track and Field Club. We have Adrian Kerr, who's unattached, and we have Adrian Goldson from Spring Tech Track Club. So that's what we have here. So we are going to see how this one pans out here. So that's what we have here for the males. So drop what you think. You think this one is going to be for the 200 males. Coming back into the chat, Nadine is saying level Taylor Tracy. So similar to myself. So I'm going to be teaming up here with Nadine as it relates for the 200 meters. We both have the same selection. Eco is saying Taylor Level Goldson. So nice. Thank you guys so much for dropping your predictions in here. Really appreciate that. And we're just going with what we think. So let's see how that will pan out here. Excuse me, please. But it's coming down to the crunch time, and we really can't wait to see how that one will unfold here. So we're about we're about 18 minutes away from this one, about 18 minutes away from the start of the 200 meters. So for the females, it's going to come up at the top of the hour. But if you're just joining us, we can tell you that we had some good performances coming in 200 in the 400 meters rather. So earlier we saw the 400 meters final where Keisha Price retained her 400 meters national, record, which was 49.97. So she won that one. So her national title, not record, but national title. So that's what happened. We had Oakley and Stacey and Williams. They had similar times of 15:08, with Oakley taking the second place and Williams taking a third place there. So that's what happened in the 400 meters for women. So those ladies, they did really well there. In the 400 meters for men, I'll come back to that in just a moment. All right, so yes, I'm back. Sorry about that a little bit. So we had the 400 meters males. So we had McDonald taking that one over Kennedy and Powell. So it's Javon Powell. So this what happened with this one. So McDonald taking that one at 44.89, Kennedy 44.91, and Powell 45.08. But the thing about this one, as was explained a little bit earlier, none of the top three athletes got the world championship qualifying time of 44.85. So they'll have to find that time somewhere else. But the unique thing about the 400 meters as well is that Bovell McPherson, he has the qualifying time, but he finished down the field. I think he finished about seventh in that race. So currently, it's going to be Antonia Watson, who is the defending champions in the 400 meters, is currently there for Jamaica, and Bovell McPherson has the qualifying time, so he is almost there. But I guess once any of the top three athletes in McDonald, Kennedy, and Powell run their qualifying time, then they would, supersede him in that regard. That's just my guess based on what is happening. And it's McDonald is about 600th of a second away from the the qualifying time, and Kennedy is a little bit more than that. So I don't think it is out of their reach, but they have their fate in their own hands, I would say. So the 400 meters really, really interesting, you know, as it relates to Jamaica here. Really, really interesting. So we know that Antonio will be there, and we're wondering which three other athletes will get to go, or will they be able to make the time so that they can join him there. So after that, we saw the 100 meters hurdles. So just so that you know, we did not have Daniel Williams coming out for the 100 meters. So that she wasn't a part of it. So what happened in that one was um, Tapa, Tapa took that one in 12:34, and a brilliant run by Tapa ahead of Nugent and Terika Hill. So Nugent ran 12:41. Terika Hill, she ran 12:96. So sorry, my bad. I'm giving you this one in the wrong order. So Tapper took that one in 12:34 ahead of Nugent in 12:41. And it was Amoy Brown that came in for the third position. So Amoy Brown came in for the third position in 12:67 ahead of Terika Hill, who got fourth place in 12:69. And I tell you this, Tapon ran a beautiful race in the semis. She got a bullet start and she executed really, really well. And what happened after that was, when she came into the final, it was almost like a continuation. She executed another great race and she did really well there. And Tapa is coming back into her own there. So that's what happened in the 100 meters hurdles. In the 110 meters hurdles, that's for the men. So the men run 110 meters hurdles, the women run 100 meters hurdles. So first thing to note in this one was that Broadbell didn't face the starters and he has opted for a medical exemption. So we wish him all the best in terms of his health there. So hopefully he is okay. And so the race went on without him. So it was Bennett who took this one in 13:10, and he took that one ahead of Prince, who came in 13:12, and Mason came in 13:22 in third position. Hansi Parchment finished down the track, and that's what happened. So he's not going to be heading down there to the World Championship. But hopefully he will be able to put his thing back on track soon. So that's what we have there for that race. So it's Bennett, Prince, Mason for the 110 meters hurdles. And, once all is well, then Broadwell might, push Mason out of that position once his medical exemption is all settled. So and he's able to get the necessary time. So that's where things are, with that one. So nothing there for you to worry about. Hopefully, everything goes well. But some good performances out there on the track. And we are at the point where we're predicting who is going to win the 200 meters male and female race coming up at the top of the hour. And I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to come into the chat to see what is happening over there. So I think I stop at Nadine. We both chose Level, Taylor, and Tracy for the male 200. Eco is saying Taylor, Level, Golson. And Biggs, big up yourself, Biggs touching in here. Biggs is putting in his prediction in the chat. Biggs is saying Lavelle, Taylor, and Tracy. So similar to what Nadine and I chose. Thank you for your comment here. Tamar, welcome. Tamar Campbell says Tracy Level and Taylor. And um, our resident supporter, Garmel, is here. Welcome, Garmel. Garmel has been with us from we were, way back then, and Garmel has stick and stayed here with us, and we really appreciate his company again. Big up yourself, Garmel. He said that McDonald needs to pay. Okay. So you're wanting to pay his airfare. All right, Garmel, I hear you, I hear you, I hear you. And Orville is still here with me. He says that okay, okay. That's great. So Orville is saying I took second place in the 1992 I guess Jamaica Olympic trials, but missed the auto qualifying. Okay. I guess it was that a time issue, I guess. But we were happy to have you here with us, Bill. Really, thank you so much for sharing that, and we congratulate you for putting in the work and doing well at the national trials. We really, really salute you here. We know that track and field is not the easiest thing in terms of preparation with all those background work, those stretches, those programs, and you know all of those things, and to go out there and represent yourself really well, then that's really awesome, Arvin. We salute you. Garmel is saying Moore and Matthews. I guess Garmel is talking about the females. One more person on that. So Ashanti Moore, he's saying, and Matthews. Give us the third person that you think would come out of this one. Jamaica will be lucky for the 200 meters because we were able to field four athletes because Sherika Jackson won the 200 meters at the last event there. So thank you so much. And coming still in the chat, Tech Gaming Sailor is all right, all the best down in Tech Gaming. All right, you're really, really in support of Taylor, and that's good. So Tech Gaming is saying that Taylor is her husband to be, and she's wishing him all the best. All right, great. Thank you, Vanessa. We're up to 43 likes, guys. We need seven more persons. Let us get to 50 today. Around 50, 50, 50, 50 today. All right, great. Thank you guys so much. And level is all right, tech game. You like the track team, I guess. All right, so we have Garment say what events. All right, good. So that goes out to Arville. What event it was that? So let's see. We're coming close to the time now. So let us see what is happening. Let's see what is happening here. So let's see what is happening. So we are going to look forward to the 200 meters here for women. That's going to come up in about 5 minutes or so. So let's see exactly what is going to come in for that one. But let me tell you, so for my pick for the 200 meters, I'm going McGregor, Nelson, Moore, and I'm coming back over to the chat. Tamar is Jason, Douglas. All right. So that's what we're having here. So let's continue to watch the time count down. So guys, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a little bit of a break So we're gonna go away for a little bit and then we come back just before the start of the 200 meters, and that's gonna come up at 8 o'clock. The time is on screen there. So we'll come back just in time for the start of that and we'll see how this one pans out. So we're gonna come back in just a moment. All right, guys, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. So the athletes, they are right there coming out, right there coming out, and this is going to be really interesting here. So we have the athletes on field there. Shania Douglas, Brianna Williams, Nisha Berger, Gabriel Matthews, Renisha McGregor, Ashanti Moore, Pemba Nelson, Jodine Williams. Athletes are going through their final paces, trying to get their stuff all sorted out, making sure everything is good for this one. So let's see what's happening here. And Eco is saying that Mega did really well in that 100 meters, yes. And the semifinal is a sight to behold as well, Eco. So when you get a chance, look at the semifinal as well. She's looking really, really good. So we're back to the 200 meters here as we are moments away from this one. So with the predictions are in, and let's see how this one will pan out. These ladies are vying for, a place to represent Jamaica alongside Sharika Jackson, Sharika Jackson, in the 200 meters race. So that's what's happening here. The athletes getting ready to get this one on the way here. So we're going to get this one all done. So lots of talent on show here. Guys, if you're here, you haven't liked, you haven't subscribed yet, now is a good time to hit the like button, hit the subscription button, turn your post notification on so you can know when we're here again and you're able to join us on this platform so we can have some good, we can make some good memories here. So, yes, make sure you are hitting the like button, hitting the subscription button, and turning your post notification on. I wonder if we have gotten up to the 50 likes yet. Vanessa, I'm sure will let me know in a moment. We were 7 away the last time. Vanessa is doing a good job with keeping me up to date in that regard. But let's see what happens here as the athletes are getting themselves attuned to the track, getting their muscles all warmed and stretched so that they're able to execute a good race. So, yes, so our starting field is Douglas, Williams, Berger, Matthews, McGregor, Moore, Nelson, and Williams. Now we're still at 43 likes. If you're here, you haven't liked yet, and you forgot, or you just thought you liked, but you didn't like, check to make sure that you hit that thumbs up button and turn your and hit that subscription button, turn your post notification on as well. We really appreciate having you here with us and we look forward to having you here in the future. Uh, Again, we are down to two races here, and the predictions are in. And let's see how this one will pan out. Remember to watch the time on screen, and the results will be populated, in short order. So we'll see exactly who will join Sherika Jackson in the 200 meters. And Garmel is saying that he'd like a personal best from Douglas. So let's see if your wish will be granted here. Let's see who will book their ticket to Tokyo. It's a good field, a good field. So let's see how this one will work out. So the time to achieve is 22:57 to get an automatic spot there in Tokyo. So they would want to run sub 22:50 around about to ensure that they're safe. So let's see how this one will pan out. So we're up on to the second to last event of this one. We are almost there. So, guys, remember if you're here, you haven't hit the like button, haven't hit the subscription button, please hit the like button, hit the subscription button so that we can continue to grow. So you can continue to join us here on this platform. We really appreciate having you here with us. The athletes are being introduced. So we're moments away from this one. Moments away. Who will join Sharika Jackson? Let's see. Let's see what happens here. We have this field all lined up and ready to go. So we're going to have this one. So let's see how this one pans out here. Last few moments, if you're making any predictions, to drop it in the chat. We really appreciate everything that you have done. We're really looking forward to seeing you in this one. So let's see how this one will pan out here. So remember, we want the athletes will automatically qualify with 22:57. So that's the number that we're looking forward for. 22:57. Once they get down there, then that is the time that we make sure that they automatically qualify in for the Tokyo World Championship. So we're moments away. Look on screen, guys. And there's going to be a little delay here because an athlete, I think, had the hand up, and I'm hoping it's a faulty start and not. So it's the athlete in lane number 2. So it's Brianna Williams. So hopefully, let's see what card come out here. Let's see what card comes out here. So it was Bree.
Yeah, guys, so Brianna Williams is out, DQ'd. All right, so we're down to 7. So as you can see on screen there. So the times there on screen, Ashanti Moore 22:66. And at one point in the race, it was just anyone's race. So Ashanti Moore 22.66 there coming through. Gabrielle 22.80, Ronisha 22.86, Jody in 23 flat, Kemba Nelson 23.02, Shania Douglas 23.21, and Naisha Berger 23.25. And a false start DQ there for Brianna Williams. Back over to you, Ovi.
All right. Yes, thank you. At the 200 meters race, they're going, and I don't want you to go too far away because I'm not sure exactly what happened here because the time that was run by Ashanti Moore is 22:66. So I guess you will have to find that 22:57 in order to run in the 200 meters at the World Championship. That's what it is. Do you agree with that interpretation of the results?
Yes, so based on what we're seeing here, I'm not sure if she has run that time previous to now, but right now, based on the times on screen, they need 22:57. That's the World Championship qualifying time. All right.
So
So
they'll have
we'll
to.
see what happens.
So if they don't have it, they'll have to go find it somewhere in order to compete. So congratulations to Ashanti Moore. And a lot of you in the chat said that, Ashanti would take this one. And you were so correct. with that one. So it's Ashanti Moore taking that one in 22.66 ahead of Gabriel Matthews 22.80 and McGregor
So just
22.86.
to pop in here a little bit, so they have now until the 24th of August to go chasing the qualifying time. So just to add that to the conversation there.
Okay, great. So they'll have to, so obviously they did not have this time yet. So they'll have to go searching for this time to go and represent themselves. So I guess Sharika is standing all by herself for the 200 so far. So hopefully things will change as the time passes by, as the men are up and running, getting themselves into good order. So I'm going into the chat, and yes, thank you guys for sticking and staying with us for all the days that we've been here. Mindset is a let's go girls, sub 22. So we didn't get that mindset. So that's what happened there.
All
Mindset
right,
go.
so just to cut in here a little bit to just share some information with you guys regarding the 200 meters for men. So the fastest men this year, they're not here. So Oblique Civil, for example, is not running in this. The win aided performance that Level got did not count at the Racers Grand Prix. So he has not yet met the World Championships qualifying time. So right now, all these men in this final, they need to at least get that qualifying time by August 24 if they do not get it in this event. So just to let you know that in that context. So back over to you, Ovi.
All right, just before you go, do you know the qualifying time for the 200 for the men? Let me
I think
know if
it's
you could.
21-6. So 21-6.
2160. All right, great. So we'll be looking out for
So
that on.
2016.
Okay, so 2016. All right, great. So thank you so much. So they need to be aiming for 20 seconds for this one. Around about 20 seconds. Nice field here assembled. We are looking forward to this one. This is the final event, guys. So we're definitely looking forward to seeing how this one pans out here. We really, really appreciate you guys being here with us. Thank you for sticking and staying here with us. Please hit the like button, hit the subscription button if you have not done so already. The updates they are being introduced, and we encourage you to watch the screen to see the time flowing and the results populated as it relates to this one. So need to be running at around about 20 seconds for the 200 meters to be, safe for the World Championship. So the good thing about this is that if you don't get it here, you have a little bit of time to make it. So yeah, hopefully that happens soon. So let's see what happens here as we await this one. Coming back to the chat, Eco is not happy with the times in the 200 for the women, and and we are hoping that Brianna will continue to improve and find the right groove. So unfortunately, that she crashed out of the 200 meters. Hopefully, things will go better for her in the future. And Garmel is saying that the 21-6 or 21-6 is it just is Garmel. So it's 21-6 is the qualifying time. So it's not going to be easy at all. I agree with you. So, but these guys, they are determined, so they will be, I'm sure that they'll give it a good shot. So almost there, guys. Almost there. Almost. The predictions are in. Most of us were saying Livel for this one. Quite a few of us who has Taylor for the second place and Tracy for the third place. That's my prediction at least. Let's see how this pans out here.
All right, so this one is going, guys, as you can see on screen there, and I won't spoil it for you. We'll see what happens. So level there, World Championship qualifying time 21-0. Christopher Taylor 22-8. Adrian Carr 2049. And let me tell you, Brian Level took control of this one, back-to-back national champion. And I told you 200 is definitely his better event. Now he gets the opportunity to rest, to do what he needs to do, to put in the work for Tokyo. Christopher Taylor will have to go chasing that 21-6 at some point, along with Adrian Carr. And I doubt Seville and the others are going to be doing the 200. Perhaps they are using it for, strength training and to help them with their 100. But we'll see what happens. But just to keep that in context for you guys, this is what it is. Brian Level, I am so happy for him. So this is fantastic. Back over to you, Avi.
Yes, a brilliant run there by Level. He really took charge of the race, and there was no one who could come and give him any trouble with this one. Run a strong curve, and when he came into the home stretch, he was leading by 2 meters or so. Christopher Taylor too ran a good race for second place, and the curve did his thing as well. But Level has booked his spot in the 200 meters. Um, for Tokyo with a good run of 21-0. So he has made the qualifying time, and that's great for him. And what I'm happy for most of all was the fact that he didn't do as well in the 100 meters, and I was worried that he might have had some injury, but that wasn't the case. So I'm happy that he's up and running. So level 21-0, Taylor 2028. We have we have Kerr 2049, Golson 2057, 2084, Campbell Crooks 2097, and Chevrolet Reed 2108. So we only had one person who ran the time in this one, but Christopher Taylor is not so far off. He needs to go back to the drawing board at Kerr as well. So they will do they will do really well here. And yes, um, you know, we're hearing that he did really well after 6 rounds for Liverpool. So that was really good. So yes, guys are coming over to the chat. Garmel Taylor has so do a PB to get through. Uh, and let's see. But we have to go hats off for Chris Taylor. He was out for a bit and he has come back, and I think he's doing really well so far. Still in the chat. Level would run a sub 20 if he was 100. Well, it could be too. I'm not sure what's happening there, but hopefully he'll continue to improve. Yes, so yes, mindset. Thank you. Yes, 6 rounds and still coming up with a good performance. We have to give him a whole lot of a rating that is level. So good run there for him. Thank you, Vanessa. 44 likes. Why the likes them hard right now, guys? Just don't go without giving us the 50 likes, guys. We have been here with you all day, Um, well, all afternoon at least, or all night. Please are asking if you're here, you haven't hit the like button. Please consider hitting that for us right now. We really appreciate each and every one that came in and supported us. So we really appreciate having you here throughout this 4 days right here. So thank you so much for being here with us and continue to stick and support us. Um, lots of person coming in and giving us their support for their giving us their support for the athletes, and we really appreciate that. They deserve all the support. And Orville, I guess, is saying that he was participating in 1992 in a long jump. So I guess that, let me know if that's what you're saying, Orville. Said he was almost there for the 1992 World Champ, if my memory serves me right. All right. And many persons in the chat repping for level. Nadine is repping for level, and mindset have lots of hope for them. So great, great guys. We're here supporting the athletes, and we really, really appreciate the fact that you have stick and stayed here with us. What do you think is your favorite performance of the day? Yeah, we have had some finals. We had the 200 finals. We had the 100 meters hurdles final. We had the 110 hurdles final. What is your favorite event today? Which event that gave you the most chills as it relates to the final day of this one? Drop that in the chat if you wanna. We'd love to hear from you. But out of all, we wanna say thank you for sticking and staying here with us throughout this National Junior and Senior Championship 2025. It was a pleasure to interact with you, to hear your comments, your calls, and for all the likes and all the supports and all the persons who have invited somebody over to come toward this platform. We really, really for this platform. We really appreciate all that you have done. It might look a little thing to you, but it means a whole lot to us when you come in, you hit the like button, you share, you subscribe. It's really, we really appreciate you doing all of that. And it gives us that courage and hope and the strength too to say continue to go on. So thank you for sticking and staying here with us.
All right, fantastic there. And thank you so much, Ovi, for taking us through this one. And guys, as Ovi mentioned, thank you so much for all your support, for sticking and staying with us for all 4 days as we bring you updates. We'll continue to bring you some quick updates via videos. So you just want to ensure that you're sticking and staying with us as always. We'll be back on July 5th for the next Diamond League stop in Eugene. So please ensure that you are sticking and staying with us for the rest of the Diamond League events. Ensure that you hit the like button, the subscription button, and turn on that post notification. All right, so tap the bell, select all so that you do not miss any updates. Blessings and love, everyone. It has been fantastic. And the Diamond League events, continental tours, perhaps where we'll see some of the athletes go in there to chase some times, World Championship qualifying times. So we'll try to take you on those journeys, as these journeys, as best as we can. All right. So again, blessings and love, everyone. And Ovi, thank you so much. We'll just go to some music and we'll sign out of this one. All right. See you guys in the next live or in the next video.